And one important thing coming to homeopathy compared to allopathy. For example, if an allopathic pharmaceutical manufacturing company invests some billions of dollars for conducting preclinical studies, clinical studies, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and also in vitro studies, in vivo studies, when they discovered a medicine that it is more efficient and more safe than existing medicine, they give patent right for them. For that patent right, they can get the money back. Means they are doing research to get the money back, right?
Right.
So that's the reason they are going deep into it. All the pharmacodynamic, pharmacokinetic studies, safety studies, efficacy studies. What we do are completely different from what allopathic people do, and what the amount they spend is nowhere compared to homeopathy. So how, what do you think if patent right is introduced in homeopathy? It will be beneficial to the system to get all these pharmacodynamic and pharmacokinetic effects, or how far we are from giving a patent right to a particular homeopathic remedy. During COVID, I had a study. I was in some other pharmaceutical company, allopathic pharmaceutical company. I took not that COVID nosode for clinical trials, not homeopathic clinical trials, proper allopathic clinical trials. But it was not conducted after everything is designed. I have designed the clinical trial. After everything is done, it was not taken off. The reason is there was no budget for them. So if someone can give the patent right to the manufacturer or the discoverer of the drug, will the homeopathic scientific way of approaching pharmacokinetics and dynamic changes? So what's your opinion on that? Giving
Right.
patent right to a dilution, not the uh, multiple medicines we are mixing and giving that
Right.
patent right to a particular dilution.
Right.
Yeah, single simple dilution.
Right. The challenge in obtaining a patent in homeopathy is the homeopathic method is same already well established. Right. And if you apply for a patent to a homeopathic medicine, they would outrightly reject that this method 200 years ago Dr. Hahnemann has introduced. What did you do new into that? And only thing a person can get the patent is, this is what my understanding, maybe it can be corrected also. As per my understanding, if anyone who wants to get a patent, the patent can be applied and maybe obtained for the pre development level of the dilution. I mean, if I got a new substance, I have, how in allopathy people develop a product, in the same way I developed a new substance completely from the scratch, from different materials I took. I did some molecular research, I did it, then finally from that material I prepared a dilution. If I do that, then there is a possibility of obtaining patent only for that portion, not for the dilution. In dilution, if someone does something differently, for example, now currently we are using either decimal, centesimal or 50 millisievert scale. A decimal is 1:9 ratio. I mean, every time 10 times we dilute it, and centesimal 100 times, 50 millisievert 50,000 times. And if someone comes and says that no, this is not the I have developed a new theory, I would not dilute 10 times or 100 times, I would dilute only 50 times or 36 times or 87 times, something like that. And then instead of doing 10 succussion or 100 succussion in LM, I discovered something, I invented something new, that by giving 74 succussions, the best results are there. If someone comes up with such new things, then you have to prove that how this method, the method which you have developed, this much number of succussion, this much dilution, is better than the existing methods. For that you have to do a very tremendous, I mean very exhaustive clinical trial, both the preclinical or clinical. You have to prove it either clinically or non-clinically, whatever. Clinically, I think clinical is the basic necessity. Prove that yes, this method is much better than the other method. If with this I could cure the patient by individualization, whatever it takes 5 days, 10 days to cure this eczema, by doing this it is I mean within 2 days or 1 day, it is whatever. I mean in terms of both duration as well as in terms of intensity, you have to prove that there is a difference. So that is a very big challenge. I don't think there would be that much difference in terms of dilution factor and and the succussion, number of succussion. There is no much difference. What I understand is it is just a transfer of the electromagnetic properties or the nanoparticle creation, right? For that, minimum 10 succussion is sufficient.
Okay.
And if you do 10, 15, after beyond 10, if it is 15, 100, 50, 30, 40, whatever, I think they would have only that particular effect. Beyond that, there won't be much significant difference.
What about giving patent to a particular drug? For example, one Mumbai company or one, he's a doctor. Mumbai doctor has come up with, I want to make a no-sode with COVID.
Right.
So is it not possible to give patent right for COVID no-sode,
Right.
irrespective of the treatment way he has prepared
Right.
to him? Is it not possible?
Right. I think yes, as I think the answer which I gave previously, that is applicable to that also.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he would be doing the same process. I mean, already the no-sode preparation method has been given in the HPI. He must be following one of those methods. Even if he has followed something new method, then that has to be proven that how that method is
No, here
superior.
I'm not talking about the way of preparation. For COVID no-sode, only can be prepared by him, by no one else. So is that kind of
yes, now there is a regulation, new regulation come up just last year only. I mean November 17th, if I'm not wrong. There is a new development in the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. Now, if anyone comes up with a new product, new drug, be it single remedy or a combination.
This regulation is particular to homeopathy or
particular to homeopathy. Okay. Similar regulation was there in allopathy, has been there in allopathy also, but now it has been introduced into homeopathy also. Now, if anyone is coming up with a new drug, for example, COVID no-sode, what you have suggested, or if I'm preparing something from this light, from the LED light, something I'm like how we prepare Sol, Luna from the sunlight, moonlight. Right. If I'm developing a new product, any new product, be it single remedy or a combination, I think 5 years period has been given that would be considered as a new product. No one can launch that product. Only that person would be able to manufacture, produce that product. That thing has come, already has come into homeopathy also. Yeah. So now, yes, that is a good thing, because someone invests lakhs and lakhs of money or crores of rupees into developing a product, and finally once it is introduced, then anyone can prepare that product. Then what is the advantage that person would be getting? He's spending all the money launching a product, but the next day if someone is copying, then there is no point. Now it is possible a person would have the exclusive right for 5 years to market that particular product.
I know one homeopathy doctor in Hyderabad. He is good at pharmacy. See, he takes care of all the serious diseases, and he is very good at making no-sodes and sarcodes.
Okay.
If any cancer patient comes to him, what he does,
Okay.
he will ask them to take the biopsy,
right,
get that tissue,
okay,
he will potentize it and give it to him.
Okay.
So I know one homeopathy doctor who does it, and he is very successful.
Right. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Good.